I bid you all good morning, good evening, and good night to wherever you're watching this transmission. You're here for answers, and I'm going to give them to you. People are asking and trying to figure out, and I've gotten quite a few emails. Mike, why didn't this housing market crash during COVID? We had this mass pandemic. Why didn't the market correct? Why is the housing market still on fire? Why is housing going up 40% of the average median wage in 1 month? Why are 0-bedroom homes with 0 baths selling in really sketchy areas in Canada selling for over $1 million? How is this even possible? Well, I'm going to explain to you why this is possible and why this is happening. All right, let's connect the dots at first. So it started with Canada competing for wealthy investors. This actually started in 2012. 2010. This article's from 2016. Canada wants more Chinese, and they're great. They spend money, and what happened with that is they were bringing in 500,000 per year. This will not show on your Canadian immigration stats. Go over to the Canadian immigration stats, and none of this shows up. This is different. This is people bringing in big money. So what happened? Well, a lot of money wasn't legal. So Canada would be in a recession without money laundering. So there it is right there, $200 billion from 2011, 2015. This is what they think it is. I spoke to an economics major this week, and he told me this $200 billion that's been laundered over these provinces over 4 years is actually a fraction of what it is. It's actually a lot more than what was laundered through housing. So when you bring in $200 billion, and this excludes reinvestment and typical in the layering and integration process of money laundering. So this wasn't put through the system. This didn't go through the infrastructure. People didn't pay tax on this money. This money was just dumped into the market. Now, infamous Canadian money laundering schemes. We found this article that's telling us that there was an estimated $46.7 billion laundered in Canada in 2018. So obviously this is going to drive up the market, but it kind of leaves you wondering, and I'm going to actually put this article, this meant to go next. Take a look at this. America's struggling with the increase in prices, and it goes here. Foreigners buying U.S. homes potentially exacerbate the problem of affordability keys continued. Chinese buyers have led foreign investment in U.S. homes in the past 7 years. In 2019 and 2020, they bought in U.S. home properties worth $11.5 billion, or a little more than a sixth of the total, according to the report. That's $11.5 billion in 2019 and 2020, and this is not laundered money in America. This is actual proper transactions in home purchased. But what about the amount of money that's being laundered through Canada? So when you see this amount of people coming in, this amount of money being laundered that they could know, and they got a little bit here, they found a couple of another billion. And imagine the damage it actually does to the locals and the local economy, where people in their own cities can't afford to live and buy and can't even afford proper place for them to live. So let's move on. And here's the silver bullet right here, guys. $43.6 billion transfer from Hong Kong to Canada in 2020. That's the main reason why your housing in Canada did not go down. It just kept skyrocketing and going up, and double digit percentages going up. And Amerifornia is coming to America now with the new president-elect. The new president of the United States, the new president, wants in on this too. So this is the people coming in from Hong Kong, and our leader here in Canada was very excited to get with putting this on the table and getting more Hong Kongers in the country. So here it is right here. $43.6 billion transfer from Hong Kong to Canada in 2020. Record capital transferred out of Hong Kong to Canada last year may be a fraction of the actual total coming in from FinTrack, official says. So, but the actual amount of money being transferred out of Hong Kong into Canada is even larger, says FinTrack. The data captures only a fraction of the total legal inflows. That's legal. So they got $43.6 billion that was legally brought into our country. And Hong Kong residents transfer billions into Canada as China clamps down. So China's clamping down. This is an opportunity for countries like Australia, New Zealand, the UK, Canada, California, Oregon State, Washington State, New York, Pennsylvania, and Massachusetts to like maybe compete, get some of those sales brochures in Mandarin. They did that a lot for Seattle after they brought in the foreign buyers tax. In Vancouver, that was a disaster in 2017. It destroyed Toronto. Holy crap, overnight. So here it is here. Hong Kong residents transfer billions to Canada as China clamps down. So there it is. One of Canadian leaders, Equibank, also told Reuters that it's been a surge in deposits from Hong Kong just after the new law was introduced in June 2020. Critics say that the law was aimed to stifling dissent, an allegation denied by Beijing, which says it was needed to strengthen the national security. So Hong Kong government said that the city that has not seen significant capital outflows since the anti-government unrest began in 2019. So there it is, more and more money leaving Hong Kong, one of the richest cities and wealth capitals of the world, and it's pouring into like middle-class poor neighborhoods in our area, right? So there it is. Canada says property bubble, not good for locals, but great for foreign investors. Foreign investors are getting rich on paper, while the locals that built the homes don't have a place to live. And vacant homes. So what's going on? And another reason why prices keep going up is vacant homes. This is an old chart. I'm having a really tough time finding anything up to date. There it is. Vancouver has 66,000 empty homes. Toronto has 99,000. It's actually 146,000 in Toronto now. Los Angeles has 213,000 according to this. And New York has 308,000 tons of empty towers littered everywhere, and it creates artificial shortages. And here it is. Paris has been trying to deal with vacant property owners for some time. Despite warnings, the city will have to take action. The number of vacant homes is growing. There's now 107,000 vacant homes, representing 7.5% of all residential dwellings in the city, according to the Francis NCD. So 40,000 homes are not connected to the electrical grid. So there's a lot of homes without internet, electrical in these cities. Look at Sydney, 118,000. So all these cities are littered with foreign investing, and unfortunately, it's too far to gone. Right? Even if we raise interest rates, the Canadian proper wouldn't afford to make the payments, and you'll have foreign investors on the sidelines to swoop in and buy your property. So there's your answer. Why the Canadian housing market never crashed and went up double digits in some areas that you would never imagine in your life. Zero house, zero bathrooms, zero bedrooms in Scarborough, Ontario sells for over $1 million. Why? Well, you got to find a place to park your money. And that's just the answer to your question, and the lack of availability due to mass amounts of empty homes. It's going to be a major issue. And for people living in America, if you think you're free of this, you're not. Amerifornia is coming. I've been preaching Amerifornia. Look at this. Alberta home sales in Canada. Right there. Alberta home sales surge surpass even agents. Multiple bids and even flippers emerge as Edmonton home sales soars 52%. So Calgary Post. I'll do an independent video on this later. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. There's the article right there. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I look forward to reading. Why housing kept going up? Lack of supply. Empty homes. Laundered money. Billions of dollars. We can't compete. Mike Martin's here. I have spoken.